Welcome to Mornings with Michal, episode 9. So who inspires me? I would say if I had to go in the grand scheme of all, Mother Teresa inspires me. She's a wonderful, wonderful lady. Child of God in every sense. She was hardcore. She knew her thing. She was determined to help the people of poverty. She watched people die in her hands, and her job was to give love, the last bit of love for them before they go and see God again. So the way that she was in the United Nations, the way that she talks when she got her Nobel Peace Prize, who she was, her steadfastness, she was just, and you know, it's not about being airy-fairy and I love and I want to give love and I want to be spiritual and I want that. She was that, and then had her religion, you know, drive force, but her force from her came solely from her heart, and I could feel that, and I was in awe over that. And those that are masters in this universe, this time that I have seen, they're all really strong people, and they don't care what other people think. They're like, nope, this is what I'm doing. My teacher, Charles McCall, was that way. Many other teachers and mentors that I know were all that way, and I'm kind of that way too. So my morning routine, I would say, is Toby waking me up. That is definitely the morning routine. Toby waking me up, he's my early bird, and whipping all the blankets off the bed and saying, Emo, wake up. So that would be my first thing. Of course, then brush your teeth and do all of that and go down. And after brush teeth, definitely 2 cups of coffee, because sometimes it gets real early in the morning. So 2 cups of coffee in, and then the whole house wakes up. So I think that would definitely be the first few things that I do. The career highlight I'm most proud of is bringing in the largest amethyst ever stepped foot on the soil of the United States of America. That was cool. It was 8 tons and 8 meters, gigundo. It took us a crane almost half a day to take it out of the container and bring it and land it where we wanted to. It was a feat, and it was magical, and I have it, of course, all filmed. But it was just a magical moment. And then even better that it went to the park, a beautiful park in Brussels. So now the whole world gets to see this gorgeous, majestic, gorgeous amethyst. Because retirement to me, okay, so this is what retirement to me seems like. When somebody says, do you look forward to retirement? I say, I'm not looking forward to sitting on a rocking chair and rocking until I die and knitting like a sweater. That's not who I am. So for me, my freedom day, okay, my freedom day would be traveling more, hanging out more with my kids, letting them flourish. More speaking events, more doing healing work. That would be my retirement. Definitely would be my retirement. Would be traveling, healing work, more speaking events. And when I mean speaking, I mean not speaking about how to reduce your stress, but how to get connected, spiritually connected with consciousness. That for me, if I was doing that all over the world, I'm retired, because that is awesome. Me. Actually, my brother went to Johnson and Wales, so he is like, you know, them Cordon Bleu is the top best chefing schools in the world. But he would come and eat my food, so I cook really well, and I love cooking, and I cook with love. So I don't know, I can just tell you this: when my kids were young, I've always had nannies helping me. The ones that weren't with love, doing things with love, they would vomit, literally. It would just all come out, or they won't eat it at all. And then all I do is go there, I put some love into it, add some spices, and it's not like I'm loving this. It was just, natural, this is gonna taste so good, da, da, da. I fix it up, and they eat it all up. So love is so important when you put it into your food, because that's really the taste. So you're tasting all of the chefs around the world when you go to different restaurants. Hopefully they love what they do, because you can taste that. Really, really can. My kids taught me that. So I love cooking, but I guess if you say my brother is trained in being a chef, and he's an amazing cook, but he doesn't clean. See, I do both. Much better. My family did have a family business. My mom had an eclectic store, antique store. It started as an antique store when I was 8. I remember as a kid, I'd work weekends and I'd work for antique dolls. So I had a huge antique doll collection. And I would make trails so you can get through all this store. It was a really cool store. I loved it. And then my mom got into beads and stuff and started creating necklaces and jewelry. My mom was the top bead designer, I think, in Boston, Massachusetts at that time. And so I grew up since I was 8 in retail. And then we moved over towards the wholesale side when we started doing Intergem when I was 13. I ran that division. That was a division I liked. I like wholesale. And then, here I am today with jewelry and with rocks, which I call home jewelry. So I grew up with it. Entrepreneurship was definitely instilled with me very young. My mom said, I'm going to instill with you independency, and she did a very good job. She even said it later on, I think I did too good of a job. You're really independent. I was like, yeah, I am. Thank you so much for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.